Nigeria, wherever you are in any part of the world, you're welcome to the show. Today on the show, I've got a phenomenal young Nigerian doing great stuff in the publishing sphere in Nigeria. He's worked with amazing personalities from football stars to celebrities to thought leaders to speakers to different people, helping them put their thoughts to paper and publishing their books and stuff like that. His name is Folagbade. It's called the Celebrity Publisher.
Yeah.
It's great to have you on the show.
Thank you, Kenny.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you
great. It's
for
it's
having me.
it's done. It's been doing amazing stuff in the Nigerian publishing sphere. He happens to be the CEO of Writel Publishing. So let's just cut to the chase. So how exactly do you? Why did you decide to become a publisher? Because you were once a graphic designer. So how exactly did you catch the publishing bug?
Okay, I think that's a good question, right? Okay, so even when I was graphic designer and was helping startups with their visuals and all,
Yeah.
right? I I was into reading a lot. So, and I saw that gap. I noticed that we have a lot of messages here in this part of the world, Nigeria and Africa generally. We
Yeah.
have so much content, but these content are not presented well. So I like to use this. It's just like having a sweet wine. No matter how sweet it is,
Yeah.
if you put it in the dirty cup, you won't take it.
Hmm.
If you're being served in a dirty cup, you won't take it. You understand? So that's it.
Exactly.
That's what I was seeing in played out in the publishing space. You
Yeah.
understand? I was seeing good content, but not presented well. So and I was buying foreign books and also Nigerian authored books and all that, but I wasn't really getting. Is either the printing is bad, those kind of books that you buy and it's looking like photocopy. The printing is slanted. You must have had this kind of,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
understand, a good number of nights, and even the cover, they don't pay attention to things like that. And I just felt like, okay, this can be better. This thing can be done better. If this is a foreign book, this is a Niger book, you can tell. You just by looking at it, you can just tell
Yes. Yeah.
why is it like that? Why can't we be able to benchmark any standard, in any part of the world? So I saw that as a problem, as a need, and I decided to go in to go solve it instead of always complaining about the problem. Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
So, but what would you say? Because someone was coming from the background of graphic designing to the publishing industry, that must have
Yeah.
been a bold step for you to take. What were the challenges you encountered when you started out?
Okay, so the same problem I wanted to solve was part of the challenges I actually encountered when we started out. I was in to solve the problem of design, the production. So when people come and I tell them that this has to be done, because they are not used to stuff like that. They
Yeah.
are used to, okay, just give a printer, they just get this done. They don't even, you understand, there is no process in all of those things. So it was looking like I was speaking another language, you understand? So it was really challenging convincing or telling people or showing people the importance of having a good, cup, clean cup, you understand, to pass your message very well. So that was about it for me. So convincing them, taking them from that place where they used to be to this new place where
Yeah.
you need to be able to, get to where you need to. I mean, when it comes to publishing of books, I mean, being an author or something. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Today's show is focused on how celebrities can leverage book publishing to become better, to increase their income, influence, and impact. And Fola here has worked with a couple of the celebrities, and he will be answering questions around the topic of today's show. But he also has a book, he just wrote about his life story, which it happens to be called "Don't Call Me Lucky," and I want to know what made you decide to write a book, because publishers rarely write book in this part of the world.
Okay, okay. So why did I decide to write this book? Okay, in 2014 precisely,
Yeah.
I read a book by one of my big mentors, Sam Obafemi, someone I respect so much, right? And titled My Valleys. And my valley, that was he chronicled how he moved from paid employment to self-employment.
Mm.
I moved from Lagos to Abuja, the challenges he faced, you
Mm.
understand. As little as that book was, about 100 pages, that book changed a whole lot for me because I
Mm.
was still in paid employment. If I
Mm.
didn't come across that book, maybe I wouldn't have been able to take that bold
Yeah.
step. So I could imagine how many people need to listen or read about my story, you understand, and will be able to take the step, the bold step that, okay, fine, if this person could do it, I
Yeah.
can do it. You understand? So I felt like, okay, I've faced a whole lot in life, from coming to Lagos, being a security guard,
Wow.
working, and then going to school, working at night as a security guard, going to how I was able to navigate all of that, from a whole lot of stuff. Losing my brother that I came
Wow.
to meet in Lagos.
Lagos.
Yeah, and I was all alone in Lagos. I had no one person I could call to even get a recharge card to
Wow.
that part, so accepting the reality and being able to navigate all of this to get myself together and be able to even impart others. So I thought that, okay, fine, you need to put this in book and let people also learn. If a Sam Obafemi didn't do that then, I probably wouldn't
What
have been
happened?
able to take steps. So I
True.
shouldn't deny other people that need to learn from my story.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing, amazing stuff. But what would you say about Nigerians who believe? Because there was a book I read a couple of years back in my university days, and
Yeah.
the author was just it was just 30 while he wrote the
Okay.
autobiography, and I think Benga Sheson to be precise, and he
Yeah.
said during the book launch, people were asking him, why would you write a book? Why would you write your autobiography at 30? You haven't achieved much. People have this mindset that you need to be a certain age for you to be qualified, for you to be able to write
Your book,
your book.
and your story or something, right?
Exactly. They believe you need to have, you need to maybe for an artist, for example,
Mm.
you also have won Grammys for an actress, won an Oscar before you can decide to. They believe you're not yet qualified at that level to tell your story. Say maybe
Yet,
because it's
right?
still you are still on the journey. What would you say about that
Well,
mindset?
I can mention different example of people that are even much younger,
Yeah.
and one of them, I can't remember her name right now, but very young girl. She wrote a autobiography at 15, and she died a few years
Wow.
from then. So why did I state that? Number one, we don't own our lives.
Hmm.
That's there. So anything you
True.
want to do, you can do it right now. That's one thing, you understand. I lost my brother when he was 27. He didn't plan
Wow.
for that, right? Yeah. So we anybody can
Hmm.
die at any time,
Yeah.
That's just the reality. But even aside that, your story, as where you are right now, a whole lot can be learned,
Hmm.
you understand, from your journey so far. Because you
True.
passed through it, you might not see it as a big deal. But I
Hmm.
tell people that journey, there are lessons that people need to learn from. You
Exactly.
might not know how to put this into writing, and that's why we have professional writers, you understand, that can help you, by doing some interview with you to help you to, bring this to a full book. But
Yeah.
every human has a book, at least one book in
And
them.
then,
Everybody.
amazing,
Yeah.
amazing, amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Every human has a book in them. So if you're watching right now, you have a book in you. Don't wait till when you are. If you feel you have a story to tell, then there's a book in you. Your experiences, your expertise, your whatever you've gone through, whatever you have, whatever you can teach, is an indication of a book that you have on your inside. Just like Fola here said. So let's move a bit to why are you called a celebrity publisher? Is it why are you called, or why you chose that name, the celebrity
Okay.
publisher?
Okay, you were actually right with the first question. Why am I called?
Okay, so why
Because
you're called?
yeah, because celebrity publisher. I didn't give myself the name, right? So I think the number of people it just sits where it just decided, as in it just came about the right time. So
Hmm.
one of our authors,
Yeah.
amazing Nkem to be precise, yeah, she may be watching these, right? Nkem, she just one day saw my post and said, the celebrity publisher. I think it's coming from a place of how I come out. I show up every time,
Hmm.
and I unlike the regular publishing the way it's been done, you
Yeah.
understand. So I think it came over from that, and she just said the celebrity publisher, and I was like, the celebrity publisher, oh, that's cool, you understand. And I just adopted the name, and yes, that's it. So I didn't name myself. One of our authors that quite that felt like, okay, fine, this name suits you well, and just decided to,
Start using.
and it's been working. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay, so don't do you, so why did you decide to craft like a particular the way you dress is not the regular way authors dress it. I said authors. Yes, authors don't dress this way too.
Yeah,
But publishers don't dress. Publishers have this way they dress, they look very serious,
serious,
official,
official, and
and
all
you see
those
them in
things.
suit and tie, or maybe one serious about that, or one serious
Yeah.
native. But why did you decide to have this
Okay.
outlook?
Okay. So, like I said something in my book that I am. I mean, like some things. Of course, our journey has a way of defining us.
Mm,
You understand the experiences where so I there was one job I got. I thought I was going into a white collar job. I left the security job.
yeah.
I lost the job actually, and then got this one. I thought it was a white collar job. I remember
Mm,
calling, my brother. I just got a job, and but I got to the office environment, and I was surprised to see that everybody were just wearing round neck,
shirt and
casual.
jean.
Everybody was just casual and all of that. I think that also changed my mindset. The company is making billions.
Wow.
Yeah, doing very well. And just changed my mind, my if I was dressing, that you can dress the way you want. You
Hmm.
understand? So for me, coming into publishing, I am not in publishing for anybody. Like I'm not seeing any. I've never worked in any publishing house before. And maybe that also contributed
Yes.
because I am doing things based on what I know
Hmm.
and based on how I feel it should be done and based on how it's not coming from a settings. You understand?
Yeah.
Maybe a laying down settings or something, right? So my dressing, everything I do, the social media, we sign ambassadors, things we do at Warriors, they are not really the conventional,
Conventional way. Yeah.
publishing. So I'm also not conventional, yeah.
Great. 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 Okay. So let's talk about the focus of today's show.
Yeah.
How celebrities can leverage, you know, book publishing. Because before we got to the studio, we were talking about celebrities, Nigerian celebrities, leaving a lot of money into the table, like leaving
Yeah.
money on the table, not
Yeah.
leveraging their star power, not using
Yeah.
it to. Because, for example, now, how many movies would you, at some point, maybe based on age or based on, at some point, your star power is going to, is going to reduce. But what's going to be there forever is that stardom, that fame.
Yeah.
And if you don't leverage that fame, it's just
Yeah.
going to be there,
Yeah.
and you're not, converting it to cash or monetizing it. So for
Yeah.
you, what are the what how can celebrities really leverage on their fame and expertise, whatever they have to publish their books and tell their stories?
Okay, so I will start by saying that publishing of books, it's not just about the money.
Mm,
So people need to understand that publishing books, it's about creating a legacy. So people, if you're coming from that mindset, it will change a whole lot
Yeah.
for you. So I am happy when I see Will Smith's book, Will Smith, talking about talking about Will Smith, talking about himself, in the story of his life, and a couple of 50 Cent
Yes.
recently did I, things like that. So when a celebrity leverage on book publishing, what you are doing is it's still what they are doing as a movie star is publishing.
Yeah.
You understand? It's
Yes.
publishing. But then book in a way, it's you are attending to another audience. You
Yes.
understand? So you are putting your story or whatsoever, you are attending because some people are just book lovers. You
They
understand?
don't watch
They
movies.
don't watch. You are attending to another audience, which of course would help you to the credibility,
Yes.
you understand, and also help you to um, anybody that authors, there's this thing that we use that being an author, you're an authority.
Authority. Yeah.
You understand? And it's true. When people generally assume that when you've written a book, you are you are smart, you are intelligent,
Yeah.
you understand, and all of those things. So it comes with a whole lot. It's a full-fledged stuff. You understand? So celebrities can leverage on this thing to increase their credibility and also to create a legacy. I have a number of authors, Nigerian authors, I mean, celebrities
Celebrities.
that
We're
are,
authors.
you understand. I love this, my friend Lydia John. She just
Yeah.
did
Get
a
the
book,
acting book job.
get the acting job. Amazing, you understand. As little as that is a big problem. People want to
Exactly.
get the acting role, you understand. And she's doing so well with the publicity and all of that she's doing. So, and that automatically puts her as an authority for you
Exactly.
to be able to write a book on acting, how to get the acting job. That
Yes.
means you are informed. You understand about
Exactly.
it. So that's the place of being an authority, as an author. So what's it called? Our celebrities, and not just celebrities, that's the truth. Nigerians generally, we need to embrace, writing and your books, you understand, so that
Yeah.
people can learn from your stories, people can pick lessons and get better. Enough of
Agree.
hoarding information.
Yes. Talking about all the information, we go on a short break, and when we come off from the break, the show would continue. Stay with us. Welcome back on the show. This is still Celebrating Uncensored with Kenny on TLIG Africa TV. And I see I have the phenomenal Folagbade, the celebrity publisher, and also the author of Don't Call Me Lucky. So let's talk about Nigerian authors right now.
Okay.
Is authoring a book lucrative in Nigeria? From a
Wow.
publisher's from a publisher's
Okay.
angle.
Okay, so from the publisher's
Publisher's angle.
angle, like publishers making money,
Money and authors making money.
authors making money. Okay, publishing books is lucrative, um, but can also be an issue if the reason for going into it is
To make
money.
money.
You understand? So
Yeah.
that's from authors, I mean, publishers' point of view.
Yeah.
They coming in to be to solve a problem, you know.
Hmm.
So when you see a problem, you're coming in to solve that problem. Then, of course, when you're solving problem, you get attention and all, right? Yeah.
Hmm.
And for the authors, yes, it is for authors. It is. And even aside what you're going to be making from the book, there's so much that you can make outside the book, but the book will attract it. So for
Hmm.
a speaker now, you get more speaking engagements.
Yeah.
You understand, and then for okay, so there is one of my friend that was traveling out of the country. You know this problem we have with Nigeria. You know they have issues,
Yeah.
immigration and all of that, right? So, but they were trying to, oh, you're a Nigerian. So they wanted to have that issue with him. But he said, yeah, I am. So when they were asking for that details, he just his book by mistake. They now saw the book. They saw him on the cover of the book. They now said, oh, you understand whose book is? He said his
The
book. And,
author.
you know, I'm the author. And they were like, oh, for you to have written a book,
Hmm.
then you understand. And they passed in.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow.
So authoring a book has so much to do with other than even the direct money.
Hmm.
And sometimes it's painful that celebrities are not writing books because they will even make more money.
Exactly.
You know, I religious leaders make so much from publishing books because they have the
The
audience already
audience.
that listens to them. So I wonder, and that's the same thing celebrities are.
Hmm.
1 million, 2 million guys that respect you.
Okay, sorry, let me interrupt you now.
Yeah,
Imagine someone like Brother Shaggy now.
yeah,
He might get to watch this.
yeah,
Brother Shaggy has like close to I was still having that conversation with someone. He has close to like 10 million followers
yeah.
on only Instagram. And my friends were even telling me he has much more, like he's the only skit maker that has more than 1 million followers on YouTube,
You too.
say in Nigeria or maybe in Africa. So you can imagine it's a Brother Shaggy writing a book about his experience, say within the
How
span
you
of say 5 years
understand?
of doing
You
skits,
know.
creating those comic contents and all. So it's very
Do you
important.
understand? Yeah. So a brother Shaggy, one of the things that I've seen that works so well for comedians, and I truly envy them, is consistency. This guy is a
Mm,
very consistent in creating content,
mm,
like every day, every week,
yeah.
2 days, and all of that. A brother Shaggy writing on how to remain consistent, how consistency can, help
Yeah.
you to. You understand? People want because he has results. You understand?
Yes.
And he has so much following. You understand? With that, he's not just making money, but also helping people.
Mm,
You understand? Helping so
true.
many people. You understand? How many people that will read that book and, oh, if this guy can do it, I can
Yes.
do it. How he did it, I can do it. You understand? And they
Exactly.
pick one or two things, and yeah, we have many people that will connect their story or their success story to him. You understand? So why? Why? A brother Shaggy is a very good example.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, what would you regard as the common? Maybe you can share like 2 or 3 tips, as a round off on the show. The common mistakes Nigerian authors makes that
I've
you've
noticed.
noticed. You've been in
Yeah.
industry for more than 12 months, 24 months now, and
Yeah.
doing phenomenally well. We still get to you talking about Worital and why Worital is different from every other publishing outfit. But let's get to this. What are the common mistakes Nigerian authors make?
Okay. So one of the mistakes is what we are here to solve. That's the part of having the content and not, they are only careful, about what they have the content. You understand?
Mm,
They forget about how they are presenting the content. You
mm,
understand? So as much as you have good content, you know, books are coming out every
yeah,
day.
yeah.
And what will make people pick your book on the bookshelf when we have thousands of books on bookshelf? You understand? So your content is good,
Yeah.
then your container should be very good. So that's number one. And even the production, you understand?
Content, container,
Yeah,
number
it has
one.
to be very good. Then the other thing is how they take their publicity. and PR
PR.
visibility. Very, people don't know that. I tell people that when you write book, you are the first marketer.
Mm,
No matter where you put it, if you put
true.
it on Amazon, put it everywhere, you are the number one marketer of that book.
Mm,
You understand?
true.
So book marketing is something that has to be consistent. It's not a one-off stuff. You understand? That's why we have some books that have been in the market for 20, 30
Yes.
years and they are
That's
still
selling.
there. You understand? And the author is still talking about it if the author is still alive. You
Yeah.
understand? So book marketing is not. So I see many authors, Nigerian authors, when they are done that first 2, 3 months, you will
Mm.
see
That ginger.
they might want to even even the one that want to be gingered, you understand, yeah, that would even try to last for like
That
three
3 months.
months
All
you
right.
understand. After that 3 months down, you
Mm.
understand, they now don't talk about it again. they they don't share about it again.
Okay,
You
let me
understand?
interrupt you there. So
Yeah.
how long, essentially, how long should an author, you know, market a book for? Like, what should be like an ideal time span?
Honestly, if I want to answer that question, I would say it's forever.
Hmm.
Content, when it comes to book, except it's a content that is time banned. You
Hmm.
understand? Maybe during the COVID, how to get over this thing, how to maybe
Yeah.
that kind of content, and that phase is gone. You understand?
Yeah.
But if it's a content that can last, it's something you should keep talking
Exactly.
about.
Like the like Lydian's book now on get the
Yeah.
acting job.
You
It's a
understand?
problem that people
That
keep
would always
having.
be there. You
Yeah,
understand?
right.
So it's something you continue to talk about. So it's not something I believe in. Okay, do marketing of 2, 3 months. That's you should do, but at the same time have it at the back of your mind that it's a continuous stuff. It's not something that you stop. You understand? You keep talking about it. You
Exactly.
get speaking engagement. You talk about it. You get anywhere. One of my author would say, "I always have my books in my car, and
Hmm.
anyone that gets into my car, you must buy at least 1 or 2 copies." You understand? I said, fine. You always that's your product. You
Exactly.
understand? And always get the message out there anytime you can. Yeah.
Exactly. Great stuff. So finally, let's talk about Worital.
Yeah.
Amazingly, Worital has grown to become a trusted brand in the Nigerian publishing industry within a very short space of time. So, what have you done differently to be able to position yourself in the market?
Oh, okay. I get this question, so I'll be repeating the same answer I always give. Okay, so it's just been me being me, and like I said, maybe it's an advantage for me that I didn't get to work in a publishing house.
Hmm.
Maybe, you know, because I am not boxed,
Yeah.
you know so I am able to think outside the box. So most of what we do at Warita, they are not what is happening in the industry before now,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So for instance, we signing ambassadors, it's not what is
Hmm.
seen in the publishing
Yes.
space before, and so many other things. So it's just about me thinking out of the box and believing that, okay, fine, these things can happen even in
Yeah.
this industry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's about it. I don't want to use the word God's grace. That's what most people could do. Is God's grace. Really, God's grace is there, but at the same time, we have to do what we
Do
have
the
to
work.
do,
Yeah.
and we make sure that everybody that we work with, they get results.
Hmm.
You understand? So we have people singing the praises everywhere. So, and that's a plus for us.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So, thank you. Want to thank you out there for watching today's edition of the show. If people want to reach out to you, say on social media, how can they get to do that?
Okay, so myself, I'm Folagbade. That's Folafo again, Lagbade. So I'm Folagbade on social media,
Yeah.
and if typed on Google, it would also come out. Then, of course, Worital, Worital, everywhere on social media. Worital. That's the company's, you know,
Social media
social media
handles.
handle. Yeah.
Okay, great stuff. Great stuff. WORITAL. Actually, let me just ask you, WORITAL, how did it come about the name?
Okay, yeah, I thought you won't ask that, but it's good that you did. Okay. Warita, yeah, that's just a combination of two words. Word digital.
Mm.
Yeah,
World digital.
yeah. So you can choose the word you want to use. Is that you're using the words of letter
Mm.
or you're using the word that we live in. But
Mm.
either ways, they have combination of word
World and digital.
digital. So we have the WR and then digital. We have the ITAL, that's
CAL.
the back. You understand the
Yeah.
end, the beginning and the end. Yeah.
Oh,
That's how
great.
we got that. Yeah.
Great. Great, great, great. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I wanna thank you, Folagbade, for coming on
Thank
today's edition
you.
of Celebrity Uncensored. And we hope that the few tips you've been able to share on how celebrities can leverage book publishing will change the game for celebrities in Nigeria and those who are aspiring to write books in Nigeria. Thank you for joining us on today's edition of Celebrity Uncensored. We'll be right back, same time, same station, TLIG Africa TV. Thank you for watching. Keep living your dreams.
Thank
Acha.
you.